You know, there's always this one game that gets announced at the beginning of each new console generation which everyone freaks out about, so you put it on your list of most anticipated games, you hear about some more details from it, see some small gameplay footage here and there, everything looks good and according to plan, but then one day it simply disappears forever. It happened with the awesome looking Xbox exclusive Scalebound, it happened with Deep Down, which was a game supposedly coming to PS4. And then this game, Project Athia, which people are saying is the game that's never coming out for this new console generation. There's always this one game we don't know much about, but looks genuinely amazing, and more like a tech demo of some sort. Project Athia is a new open-world RPG game from Square Enix, which is coming to both PS5 as console exclusive for 2 years, and on PC at the same time as PS5. In today's video, we have some brand new details to talk about from it, and it really is making me hope this project exists. Just look at the graphics on this thing. Now, first of all, before we go into the new details, Luminous Productions, its developers, describes Project Athia as the culmination of their philosophy. That philosophy being to fuse new gaming experiences, the latest technologies, and art. Project Athia will transport players to a vast and detailed world filled with beauty and dismay, where a girl has been transported into an unknown world where both scary and beautiful things are hiding. But Project Athia isn't just an exploration and atmosphere game, it's also said to be massively action-packed and at times twisted, tempestuous, and forbidding. The reveal trailer was simply a first look at its world and what you can expect at first, but Project Athia hides so much more, which will definitely excite some people. They also mentioned something that people weren't expecting this game to be, which is that Project Athia will be a complete open world adventure that allows players to travel all across a large game map with many different locations, each having its own unique style and enemies. This wouldn't be the first Luminous project to strive for this type of experience, as Final Fantasy 15 was presented as an open world, at least in the early hours of the game. But this project has been extended upon and will be fully open world compared to other Square Enix games, and not so similar to Final Fantasy 2. Project Athia will also have a really well-made movement system, allowing players to travel a large world at fairly quick speeds with a lot of fantasy elements too. It's not confirmed, but there could definitely be some gameplay elements of magical abilities or some kind of progression system that upgrades your movements and abilities, which would be very cool. Now let's get into the new leak details that have just been told by Imran Khan, which is a very well-known industry insider who revealed many other video game things in the past. He first of all said that Square Enix at the moment is very heavily invested in the game and really want this to succeed in the best way possible. Internally in the studio and such, it is said the expectations are that they want it to be their next big thing, the next big Square Enix project. The insider also said he believes that they've expressed their expectations about it to Sony and that they're going to go hard on marketing it, whatever the cost, because it is that ambitious. To some extent, you could probably see this when people were surprised after the initial announcement at the Sony State of Play event, because all of Sony's social media accounts switched to Project Athia for some time, and they never really do that, but for Project Athia, it is said to be very different because of how big this game could be. The insider says he knows some things about exactly what the game is, but is hesitant to say it because he doesn't know what's publicly available knowledge yet, but that could definitely change in the future and hopefully in the near future. He also goes on to say that the main character is a star and is someone from Charlie's Angels, which people are assuming is Ella Balinska based on the character's appearance in the game's trailer itself. Project Athia is also said to be such a secret project for so long that the developers were actually intentionally misleading people by telling them that it was Final Fantasy 16, and that led to confusion as to when it was even going to be announced. They really wanted Project Athia to stay secret until its official reveal. From what has been told here, I'm really wondering how this game will look beside the same scenes of the trailer I keep repeating in this video. I know I share a lot of open world RPGs on the channel, but this one can definitely be something great. It is also made by a well-known company. It's worth noting that Project Athia is only the working title, so the game might definitely be called something different once Square Enix releases more information about it. If you're interested at all in this project, then you should definitely stay tuned to when the name change will happen, though I will definitely be covering it on the channel, so no worries about that. A working title like this one, and like I said in the beginning of this video, might also mean that we'll have to wait a long time before getting any other footage or information. It's probably in very early stages as we speak, but still, Square Enix really want this game to be huge and is highly promoting it already, so I do think there is a massive team working on it. Maybe it'll take a bit less time because of that, but we never know. Project Athia will also be a console exclusive to the PlayStation 5 for at least 24 months, which is extremely huge, and some people definitely aren't happy with it. They wanted it either to be exclusive forever or just be on all consoles right away, but for now Project Athia is coming to PS5 and PC at the same time, and Xbox Series X 2 years later. The developers also showcased how they created a lush open world with their brand new engine, which I showed throughout the video and also here, so Project Athia could definitely have this environment in game. Alright guys, if you'd like more news on Project Athia in the future, make sure you drop a like on this video and of course subscribe to stay tuned. Thanks to Raj Singhbati, I Am Legend, Diamond Hunter 45, Themistocles, Rickno23 and Kian Zolfagari for being a master member on the channel. You can become a survivor member for as low as 99 cents a month, which will help me and the channel as a whole to make more and better videos.